I think that Alex Pereira is the biggest threat in the UFC right now, and I think he's the most. I think he's the most dangerous man in the company. I really do believe that this man is on course to try and become a free weight champion, and that has not been done in the UFC before. Can Alex Pereira do it? I honestly think if there is anyone to do it, it is this man. You know, we saw him do it at middleweight with literally hardly any fights. At the weight, he was able to put down Strickland as, you know, his main big contender before going to challenge Israel Adesanya, beating him in their fight. Obviously, then lost to him, but then went to light heavyweight, beat Jan Blachowicz, went on, beat Yuri for the vacant title, defended the title successfully against Jamal Hill, then just knocked out Yuri brutally. Honestly, this man could go to heavyweight and do it. It's going to be a real difficult ask for him to do it, though. But it's 100% possible. This man will show very soon that he is going to be pound for pound number one. In my opinion, if he stays at light heavyweight, possibly beats Ankalaev, that could put Pereira at pound for pound number one. If he stays at light heavyweight, beats Ankalaev. Then, if he gets a win over Ankalaev, he can go and possibly get a fight against Tom Aspinall or John Jones. And do I think Pereira wins those fights is another question, but they are winnable for him. They are 100% winnable for him. And that'll be really interesting. I mean, Tom Aspinall said today to Talk Sport he wants to fight Alex Pereira. I think that's a good fight. I think that's a good fight. If Aspinall does trust to stand up to win against Pereira, then that makes things interesting because Tom's very good on the feet. He's very quick with his footwork. He's in out of there, and you know he is very good on the ground as well. He's got good wrestling. He's got good grappling. And Alex Pereira, though, I do think is stronger than people give him credit for, and I do think I think he does look more difficult to take down now. Like Pereira showed in that Jan Blachowicz fight that his takedown defense has improved quite a bit, in my opinion, and I don't think he's overly easy to out grapple. But when you're at the level of someone like an Aspinall and John Jones, though, then that is a different question, though, because Aspinall and Jones have both got good grappling and they're both very strong guys who, can they possibly, mog Alex Pereira? Like, it's going to be interesting to see. But, overall, I would probably say John Jones and Aspinall beat Pereira because they have got that wrestling and grappling. But I think I don't know. I think people are looking too much into Izzy taking him down, and I think Pereira's takedown defense has improved, and I think, he's harder to out-grapple, and I think it showed in the Jan Blachowicz fight. And it's going to be interesting to see, but I think this man is going to be pound for pound number one if he does beat Ankalaev and stay at light heavyweight. But after that, he should probably move up to heavyweight, in my opinion, as pound for pound number one. And then, he's got a good chance at beating John Jones and Tom Aspinall. But, I think I think both fights are winnable for him. I think he hits ridiculously hard. And, his kickboxing, we all know, is absolutely unbelievable. I think he's very dangerous. He's a very, very, very dangerous man, and he's a threat to everyone. Like, no one's going to have an easy time beating him, in my opinion. People saying that John Jones will just take him down and submit him. I don't think it will be that easy on Alex Pereira. I really don't. Like, if Alex Pereira can't try and keep it on the feet, he'll have to move around a lot, in my opinion, to do so. And, he'll have to, be working on his takedown defense, making it an extra level, 100%. But it's winnable if he can try and keep John Jones at bay or try and, catch him when he's coming in with that left hook. And it is possible, in my opinion. I think John Jones in that Cyril Gane fight looked quite stiff on the feet. And that's not what you want to be against someone like Alex Pereira, though. But again, John Jones would be able to out-wrestle Pereira if he can get him down 100%. But I know it's going to be interesting. It will be interesting to see. I think Pereira's a threat to anyone, and every fight is winnable for him, 100%. Whether he definitely wins or not's another question, but every fight's winnable for him because he hits ridiculously hard. He's very skillful with the shots he puts together. His accuracy is very, very, very good. He can time you very well. And that's the dangerous thing about Alex Pereira. He can catch you when you're coming into shots. And that's the big thing. I think Pereira right now is the best striker in the UFC. You know, people would say otherwise, but he's the best striker. 100% he is. He's ridiculously dangerous. He's got knockout power and he can box well as well. That's the thing. And that's why he's so dangerous. That is why he's so dangerous. And it's going to be interesting to see how people like John Jones and Tom Aspinall can deal with it. That would be very interesting to see. I overall think that Alex Pereira beats every heavyweight, probably apart from Aspinall and Jones. But as I've been saying, those Aspinall and Jones fights, even though I think he would probably lose them, you know, they're winnable for Pereira and they're not easy for Jones or Aspinall whatsoever. It's not going to be as easy as John Jones just taking him down and submitting him. It's not as easy as that. It's not that easy at all, in my opinion. Pereira beats every light heavyweight 100%, where he's basically beaten all the top ones. Ankalaev's the next one. But let's be real. I think Ankalaev's just overall a mid-level striker. Like, let's be real. I don't think he's as much of a wrestler as people make him out to be. Like, yes, Ankalaev's got that good wrestling background, but, you know, he does like to strike on the feet quite a bit, though. That's the thing. And if he does against Pereira, he's done, he's finished. But either way, though, I think Pereira would be able to beat Ankalaev anyway, even if Ankalaev does come in with a wrestling game. That's the thing. But that makes it interesting. So I think Alex Pereira is unbeatable at light heavyweight, 100%. He beat everyone at middleweight. Well, basically, you know, he's already beaten the top guys, so hasn't he? But at heavyweight, you know, he beats everyone apart from Aspinall and Jones. But those fights are very winnable for him if he is able to keep it on the feet for a good amount of time. You know, he can win those fights 100%. He can win those fights. They're not easy at all. People are just underestimating him massively. It's Poatan. He's proved himself time and time again when people are betting against him. You can't bet against this man. He's extremely dangerous, extremely intimidating, hits ridiculously hard. He's one of the hardest hitters in the UFC right now. No doubt about it. And one of the best strikers in the UFC right now. The guy's underrated still, in my opinion. 100%. But, and you know, people might laugh at me saying, oh, yeah, he's one of the best all-round boxers in the UFC. He is, though. He 100% is. So that's the thing. He's one of the most complete boxers in the UFC. Like, you look at Holloway. Holloway's an all-round good boxer. I mean, yes, he showed, like, he had a great KO against Justin Gaethje, but overall, you know, he's not exactly known for big knockout power. He's just more of that boxer, Max Holloway. But, you know, he has shown more power in his recent fights, though. But overall, Pereira's more of the full package on, you know, with the boxing because he can box well and he's got big, dangerous power in his hands and is guaranteed to be knockouts in Pereira's fights. That's the thing. I mean, yes, Holloway is coming off, you know, 2 wins over Gaethje and Korean Zombie with knockouts. But Pereira's shown time and time again how dangerous he is on the feet, though, every time he fights. And he's got that big, good kickboxing background as well that he's got. So, yeah, he's extremely dangerous to everyone, in my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, King. I'll speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Peace out.